until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby.
What's poppin'? Lisa Rinna's upper lip. It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 Reunion Part 3. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken seriously. So if that works for you, then let's get into tonight's review. So the reunion picks up with Erika's segment, and Andy asks her about all of the drinking she was doing during the season, and she says that she wanted to forget all of her troubles and basically numb herself. So the whole Jax situation comes up, and Garcelle was like, why him? Why not Mo? Why not somebody else grown? Like, why was it him? And Erika was like, he was not singled out. And I'm like, it don't matter, bitch. Wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong, and you were fucking wrong. Like, you shouldn't have said that shit. You should be way more remorseful than what you have been, because even with your apologies, they've just been so stoic and straight-faced, and like no remorse has ever been shown. But I mean, you don't show remorse for anything, so I don't know what we're really expecting. So Andy was like, Kyle, you and Dorit laughed about it, and it was unsettling to watch. And you could tell by the girls' looks on their faces that they felt shame for Andy saying it was unsettling to watch, because it was unsettling to watch. And to be honest with you, I would never fuck with them like that ever. Her, Kyle, Dorit, PK, Mauricio, none of them. Because at the end of the day, whether y'all had saw the shit or not, wasn't shit about that funny. Some bitch yelling at my fucking son. Because let it have been Portia, she said, get the fuck out of here too. Y'all wouldn't be speaking to that hoe today. Girl, get the fuck out of here. So Kyle was like, I never saw it in person. And Garcelle was like, well, why would it be funny at all? Like, come on, make it make sense. And Kyle was like, well, that was my bad. Yeah, bitch, it was your bad. And you need to be more remorseful, because you and your donkey ass husband showed y'all fucking asses. Y'all really honestly did. And I need a fucking public apology from you and that nigga. So Garcelle was like, you know, if I had done that to you, it would have been a totally different story. And Kyle was like, I felt terrible. And then here go Dorit over there looking stupid, like she playing the freeze game. She just sitting there with her mouth hung wide open, like what Garcelle is saying is fucking alien. It's the fucking God's honest truth. If it was her, y'all would still be harping on it today, tomorrow, next year, leap year, all the way until Jesus come back. Come on now. Stop it. So Andy was like, you know, Garcelle, well, how did you feel about her apology? Talking about Erika. And she was like, you know, when somebody apologizes in this group, you know, they're like, I'm sorry. And they say it really quickly and own it. And then you look like a crazy person if you keep on coming, you know, to them about the situation. Well, bitch, I'm going to look like a crazy person. Because y'all not gonna shut me the fuck up just because you want to hurry up and give a quick ass apology so it can be done and over with. Nah, bitch, you gonna hear these words. I don't give a fuck about your apology. I'm gonna read you for filth, ho. Read you for filth, because you, Erika, was the same bitch that set up here and caught a fucking hell when somebody said something about your old ass son. So stop. Y'all not about to sit up here and play in folks' faces. Bring me onto the show, Garcelle, as your +1, please. So then Andy asks Erika about, you know, the fact that the viewers and her castmates feel like she really hasn't shown any empathy towards, you know, the victims that Tom, her husband, fucking frauded. And she was like, that's on them if they feel like I'm unapologetic. Oh, Lord, this bitch here. Lord. I don't even know what to say about a hoe like her. Like, that bitch ain't got not damn bit of soul, heart, nothing, conscience. You can't tell me she do, because people that fear God and fear karmic retribution and actually give a fuck about people would never act and say things like that. And you think you gonna be blessed, bitch? You think you gonna be blessed? Okay. God got a rude awakening for that ass. So Erika was like, I've been disappointed in my behavior all season. Andy was like, you have? Oh my God. And so then Andy asked the cast, is Erika her own worst enemy? And Kyle was like, yes. Of course, Erika took offense to that. She was like, Kyle, we've been friends for years. I needed you to just be neutral with the whole thing when when she had her Aspen rant. And Kyle was like, I couldn't do that with the way that you were speaking. Like, if y'all supposed to be friends, then y'all shouldn't have no problems holding your friends accountable without it being fearful of ending a friendship. So y'all ain't got no real friendships if a bitch can't set you straight when you acting like a fucking monkey. So Erika was like, you kept on saying they're dead bodies. And then they flashed back to that night when Kyle was like, they're dead bodies. And child, why did Erika say, are they mine? Bitch, send her straight to hell. Like, I can never fix myself to like her ever again after the way she has shown her ass these last 2 seasons, where we have really truly gotten to see the real true blood Erika. That bitch don't give a damn about nothing. She gonna get it out the mud, out the gutter, any kind of way she motherfucking can. That bitch don't give a fuck about shit. She don't give a fuck about shit. She don't give a fuck about life. That bitch ain't got not one bit of fucking soul or anything in her. Like, she is heartless. She is an icebox where her heart used to be, goddammit, on some Omarion type shit. Like, I will never fix myself to say that I like her on this show. She's just another bitch at this point. Like, nah, because she has gone way past ever being likable ever again to say the shit that she be on her saying. Like, girl, I wouldn't even feel comfortable being sitting next to your ass, because when God strike your ass down, I don't want to be nowhere near it. So, Kyle was like, well, that night that was a normal reaction. And Erika was like, no. And Kyle was like, you were out of control. Erika was like, no, I was angry. Girl, okay. So Andy was like, after watching this season back, do you realize that Kyle was trying to help you that night? And she was like, no. Kyle was like, do you realize the heat that we've taken? And Erika's like, no, don't do that. Yes, bitch, do that, because they have gone above and beyond for your raggedy ass, when most people would have let your ass sink, and they have gone down with you in the name of loyalty. Y'all better than me. So Kyle was like, when you speak like that, I can't stand back and let you do it. And so Dorit steps in and was like, what are you afraid of with showing some empathy while going through this process? And Erika was like, I have showed empathy. And Andy was like, it's not landed. Because when did you show empathy? Please, do you even know what empathy mean, bitch? You mean anger? You mean hostility? You mean selfishness? That's what you've shown. Girl, please. So Erika Thomas, I can't sit here and be berated for 2 years. Your cast members didn't berate you. They held your ass accountable with kids' gloves, because any other cast would have went in on you. So stop. The world berated you for the last 2 years, but your cast, no, they didn't. So Andy then bring up the diamond earrings, and she says that right now she had to give them away, and he was like, but it is an appeal though. And she was like, no, it isn't. And no, he was like, but you're trying to get them back though. She was like, no, they're an appeal. And he was like, that's the same thing. No, it isn't. Up here getting smart and shit. Ooh, let that been a black girl though. Andy ass would have been terminating her contract right then and there. Andy be letting these white hoes say whatever the fuck they want to say to his ass, and he just be sitting there looking stupid in the face. So when he asks her, does she miss her old lifestyle? Guess when this bitch gets teary-eyed? When he talks about the golden days when she was living in that dark ass dungeon she called a mansion, and flying on jets and shit, and constantly out here shopping and shit on people's fucking settlement money. Oh, that bitch got teary-eyed then. Oh, the waterworks came then. You would have thought that hoe was Barbara Streisand and The Way We Were. Girl, because that's all you give a fuck about is materialistic shit. So you better hold on to the little bit of scraps you got now, because that don't make no motherfucking sense. Your ass could sit up here and cry about the old life your ass used to have, but you can't even show 1 ounce of empathy once again or caring towards people that have nothing. Because at the end of the day, bitch, while you talking about all you've lost and you still living in the Hollywood Hills with a pool in the backyard with stylists and hairdressers and makeup artists and designer clothes and fucking your neighbors and all of this shit, but you're the one that's a victim, make it make sense, ho. Make it make sense. And then you sitting up here proudly walking around in clothes that was funded by people's fucking settlement money that they were injured, sick, or whatever. And you like, it's mine. Bitch, it's not yours. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, Big Kathy come out, baby. Hey, Big Kathy comes on out. And Lisa is pressed. Her face was like, oh, this bitch. Baby, Kathy came out with a motherfucking grand entrance. Kathy said, hi, girls. Baby, she came out with a 21 gun salute, letting you know, y'all, I ain't pressed by y'all bitches. Y'all don't scare me. What's good in my Oscar de la Renta dress and my Givenchy pumps? Yes, ma'am. Baby, they were pressed. And she should have said, hi, bitches. Like her daughter. Baby, I would have hollered if she would have came out that way. So they sit her down right next to Kyle. And they asked her, you know, have you figured out how to do DMs on Instagram? And she was like, yeah. And they talk about somehow she had posted something she ain't had no business posting. And she was like, yeah, I messed up, but then I deleted it. No, she was like, yeah, I messed up. Then I did what Lisa Rinna does and deleted it 20 minutes later. Shots fired. So we then go to what happened at the Kimosabi place when Kathy got upset that Lisa ordered Kendall Jenner's tequila. Kathy says that when she got there and she saw this setup at the bar, she assumed that Kyle had set up a tequila tasting of her tequila, but she was wrong. And so she was already in her feelings about that. And I'm like, I believe that because if you go back to the episode, they did have tequila set out. But you were also upset that Lisa asked for Kendall's tequila because you knew that she was doing that shit to be funny. So Lisa says, you know, that it wasn't her intentions to upset her, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bitch, okay. You knew what the fuck you was doing, ho. But okay, we'll play along. So Kyle was like, so it's my fault? Like everything's always fucking is. I didn't know anything. And Kyle gets to whining and acting like a fucking 5-year-old that's about to get a whooping. It's like, what is wrong with you? Y'all need therapy. Y'all need Iyanla to come fix y'all fucking life because this dynamic between you two needs to be fixed. Bitch, both of y'all damn near in the dirt. And y'all still have this big sister, mother, little sister relationship that really needs to be fixed. Y'all, and then Kim, you throw Kim into the equation, y'all got some shit going on. And it all stems from the real Big Kathy, they mama. You know what I'm saying? They really need to be in therapy. So Kathy was like, Kyle, it's nothing to cry about. But it is. So Andy is like, you know, you were mad at Rinna for ordering the 808. And Kathy was like, I didn't think she did it on purpose, but I was annoyed. Kathy, now you bullshit because you know damn well you felt like that lady was doing it on purpose. Like, I need for you to keep it a buck now. So Andy asks what happened that made her mad then. So Kathy says that night, when they was at the club, she asked the DJ to play some songs and he was like, no. So she went to like management or somebody and asked, you know, can I give you some money to play a couple of songs? And dude was like, where you from? And she was like, LA. He was like, well, go back to LA. And she was like, oh, fuck that. We're out of here. So She said she went over to Kyle and told Kyle, like, we're leaving. And Kyle was like, no, it was the way that you approached me. You approached me like putting your finger in my face, like, we're gone, we're out of here. And she was like, it's the way that you talk to me. Like, you just can't talk to me no any kind of way. Like, I'm not an adult. So I get where Kyle is coming from. Like, it's a difference if you would have came over and said, girl, like, this man just told, was rude to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I have patronized this place for the last 20 years. Like, I don't like the way they treating me. Can we go somewhere else? But the way that you went over there talking to her like she your child, like y'all still kids, is not the right way. You know what I'm saying? But Kyle should have been put her foot down with her sister a long time ago, letting her know, yo, you're not my mama, and you're not going to talk to me no any kind of way. You're going to respect me as a fucking adult. But Kyle, even to this day, being a 50-some-year-old woman, sit up here whining and crying like Kathy is going to take her over her knee and whoop her. But Kathy does whoop her in other ways, which is kind of a little bit manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows she wields this power over Kyle. You know what I'm saying? The dynamics are really fucked up. So Erika says that Kathy said to her that the DJ is an old fucking faggot. We're out of here. So Kathy is like, I'm not going to be painted as this monster. Nobody else even heard that. And Dorit was like, I didn't hear it. Erika was like, everyone knows I'm not a liar. And Kathy was like, really? I have a little more credibility than you. I have a sterling reputation. And Erika was like, not now you don't. But baby, it was, really? I have a little more credibility than you. Shots fired again. Baby, Kathy gave Erika a good old, you lying, thieving ass bitch, you. You have credibility, girl. Okay. With all your stolen clothes on, Marlo Hampton. So Andy was like, HR did an investigation. So it basically came down to a she said type thing. So Kathy says that, isn't it interesting that nothing came out in the press about Erika walking around with the big $250,000 Cartier ring? And Erika was like, that I've owned for years. And then Kathy was like, going around with the big crocodile bag and the fur coat. And Erika was like, that I've owned for 20 years. Kathy was like, they're not yours. They're not your belongings. Just like Trump stole the election, bitch, you walking around here with stolen goods, bitch. Those are not yours, ma'am. Baby, Erika was like, how do you know that? And Kathy was like, everybody knows that. And you have no remorse at all. Baby, Kathy came out eating the girls up. Erika told me some, wow, look at you trying to save yourself. Then Kyle tries to jump in and stick up for her sister somewhat. I never heard those words. I'd never heard those words. Oh, God, she is such a fucking loser. So Lisa was like, Kathy was yelling and saying things I've never heard before. Kathy was like, I felt like I could talk to you. We've known each other for years, but halfway through, do you remember saying to me, I get it. You're preaching to the choir. Do you remember those words? Lisa was like, Kathy was like, do you remember those words? Lisa was like, I don't exactly. And Kathy was like, exactly. Because you're full of fucking malarkey. You can remember everything I said, but you don't remember what you said. And you were allegedly sober? So make it make sense, sis. Make it make sense. So Lisa says that Kathy was saying that she was going to take down Bravo and NBC, and that Crystal and Dorit were some peons and idiotic, and she hate hanging around these women, and she going to take down the show, and I'll destroy Kyle and her family if that's the last thing that I do. And I'm like, who talks like that in real life? Nobody. That sound like some lines that Lisa recited on Days of Our Lives. Nobody in real life said, I'm going to destroy Kyle and her family if that's the last thing that I do. Girl, don't nobody even talk like that in real life. Get out of here. So Kathy was like, Lisa, you're going to take a lie detector test. Kathy says that she didn't even text her that text message that Lisa been showing everybody that Kathy sent her. Andy looks at her phone and sees that, well, you did text her. I don't know if he looked at the number or not, but Kathy was like, it's not in my phone. I think Kathy did text her that. I mean, girl, okay. So Kathy was like, I just feel like Kyle doesn't like me. And Kyle, I believe, feels the same way. They have a lot of animosity for, I believe, how they were raised, things that have transpired, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the big sister motherly role that Kathy has played in Kyle's life. I think she's has animosity towards her for that. I think it's a lot going on between those two sisters. So Lisa gets to talking about how that night Kathy was stomping on her glasses, jumping up and down and punching the wall. First of all, Kathy moved too slow to be sitting up here jumping up and down and punching the wall like she Rocky. Girl, she can barely walk 5 steps without damn near falling. Like, get out of here. So Kathy was like, girl, I still got them same glasses in the back right now if you want me to get them. Like, what are you talking about? So Andy asked Erika about, the tabloid leaks. And she was like, my publicist has been Nikki's publicist for years. And Kathy was like, I don't believe that, this person did it. I don't. So Garcelle was like, the problem is nothing stays here in this group anymore. It all goes to social media. And Lisa, you do the most of it. Lisa Thompson, no, I don't. No, I don't. And then she tells this tale about TMZ reached out to her the night everything happened because somebody told them. Girl, who? Sit down somewhere with your lying ass. So Kathy was like, I went over to apologize to Kyle, to make her happy, and I wanted to do it on camera. And then she says, but oh, wait a minute, you need to apologize to Lisa. So Kyle was like, oh, I'm getting blamed for that too. Kelly was like, why should I apologize to her? And Lisa Thomas, because you did it to me. Did what? What did she do to you? Because from what you've been saying this whole time was that she was yelling and screaming, going off about Kyle and the other cast members and the network. So what exactly did she do to you? Make it make sense, because nothing you're saying makes sense. So, Kathy was like, I was willing to call you on the phone. You wanted it on camera because your contract was coming up and you needed some drama. You fight with everyone. You drove Lisa Vanderpump off the show. What you did to my sister, you've had a problem with everyone, with Camille Grammer. I mean, the list can go on. And then saying that you've been bullied. You are the biggest bully in Hollywood and everyone knows it. If I could have jumped through my television screen and ran and kissed Kathy, I would have. I would have kissed her right on the lips, God damn it. Because about time somebody said it. About time somebody said it to her fucking face. And then she want to sit up there looking stupid in the face like she don't know what the fuck she talking about. Yes, bitch, you've done everything that she said. Every damn thing that she has said. That is your storyline. Starting shit with people. That's what the fuck you do. And it's old and it's tired. It's tired as hell. So Lisa was like, is that right? Kathy was like, yeah, you are. You're mean and you don't tell the truth. So Lisa thought it was, wow, this is so sad. And Kathy was like, no, it's not sad. You brought this on yourself. Bitch, you wanted this. Now let's go. So Lisa was like, this is between you two. This is between you sisters. And Garcelle looks over at Sutton and was like, well, if it's between the sisters, why the fuck she been involved? Exactly. Now it's between the sisters that you done got cussed the fuck out. Oh, now it's between the sisters. Oh, okay. So Garcelle even says it to her, if it's between the two of them, then leave it alone. And Lisa Thomas, she attacked me in the house. She abused me. She was yelling and screaming at me. And at that point, if Andy should have said she abused you, stop. Like, you are putting really big words out there that actually means something. And in this case, what you're using is not significant to this situation. And like he said, you've yelled at people. She talking about So if that's the case, then bitch, you're abusive. Get her ass off the fucking show. You can't go around saying key words like that can affect people's lives and think that it's fucking K. That's why I keep on begging the question, how far are these people willing to go for a fucking reality check? For a fucking reality show? For hype and drama? Like, y'all know y'all gotta live with yourself at the end of the day. Y'all gotta be able to sleep at night. Y'all gotta be able to look at yourself in the mirror. Y'all gotta be able to walk out and face the world after doing this, saying all of this evil ass shit. Is it really that necessary and that deep? Like, these are real, true people lives. This is not a soap opera. This is not a movie. Like, I don't understand these people. So, Andy says, people question, why were you trying to get in between sisters? And Lisa was like, I was traumatized. Andy was like, with everything you've seen on this show, that's what traumatized you? She tells me, yeah, I saw the devil. You are a fucking monster. You are a fucking monster. And Kyle, you guys, please, all this whining and crying. So I feel like I always get the blame from my family. I didn't do anything. When the whole thing came out, it set us back. I'm the one that gets fucked with you, with her, with that side of the family, and just sitting up there crying. Like, she was the one getting drugged for the last damn year behind this shit. Being told to the public that, I said some homophobic slurs and racial slurs and, threatening people and hitting and tearing up shit. That wasn't you that was being dragged through the media for the past year. That was your sister. So stop trying to make it everything about Kyle. So Garcelle was like, well, why aren't you mad at Lisa? I'm upset that I'm in this position because it came out, but I'm also hurt by my sister. It spills into her kids. And Andy was like, Paris has been liking tweets. And Kathy was like, she's very overprotective of her mama. Like, period, poo. So Kyle was like, I need to end up in a better place with her than when she came. And Kathy said, I don't know. He was like, I don't know about that. Here go Kyle. Why? Why are you upset? Why are you mad? Why? And Kathy was like, I don't want to talk about it. And so Andy asked, will her and her side of the family attend Farrah's wedding? And she was like, yeah, I hope so. So Kyle was like, why are you upset with me? And Kathy was like, because you're acting like a martyr. Like, it's just you. I've had so much that hurt me as well. And Dorit jumps in, was like, I think that she just wants you to take a little bit of responsibility. And Kyle, all of a sudden, grows a 10-inch dick and balls and talking about, I don't want you to interject in this right now. And it's like, oh, really, bitch? You got that for Dorit, but you ain't had that for Lisa and Erika all season? Before the season aired, after the season, you can tell them to shut up now. Well, tell Dorit to shut up. But you never once checked these hoes for the way that they treated your sister. Make it make sense, bitch. So, Dorit was like, okay, sorry. So Kyle was like, what is bothering you? And Kathy was like, I don't lie, and you know that. And Kyle said, yeah. And she was like, you do know that, right? Kyle was like, I never said those words. I said that I never heard you say those words. So Kathy was like, I'm just shocked. And Lisa was like, I was shocked too. And Andy was like, okay, enough from you. Shut up. Please be quiet. Kyle was like, and I'll say that. And all the taunting and stuff on Instagram, it only hurts me, Lisa. Once again, she makes everything about her. Bitch, it ain't just about you. The taunting and shit that she does affects your sister, bitch. And you should have been checked that hoe. So, Kathy at that point hugs her and says, I love you. They hug, but she mad. So it's time for her to leave the stage. They're on commercial break. And Kyle says, I don't know why you're mad at me. And Kathy was like, you haven't said 2 words. And Kyle was like, me? And Kathy just gets up and was like, okay, y'all, bye. It was nice seeing you. And she leaves. And here go Kyle. Now it's completely done. I can't sit here and do a fake toast. And so Kyle asked to leave after, they wrap everything up. 5 minutes later, we see her in the back still crying. Doree comes in to talk to her and give her some advice and was like, if she's going to take out her issues with other people out on you, then so be it. But my thing is, I don't understand how Kyle can sit up here and act like she's oblivious to the fact that you have not had your sister's back. You didn't have Kim's back when Lisa attacked her constantly years ago. You never once had her back when the other girls were coming after her. You know what I'm saying? You can have a friendship with somebody, but still put them in their place behind family, because at the end of the day, this is my sister. This is my blood. Friends can come and go, but family is always going to be here. And that don't mean you always got to ride with your family when they right or when they're in the wrong. But at the same token, we saw that Lisa would fuck with your sister, Kim, for no fucking reason, for a storyline for the show. And never once did you stick up for her. When y'all had that incident happen all those years ago, and I believe Amsterdam, when Lisa broke that glass on the table, what did you do? You and that ugly ass cape you had on ran out the room like you was on fucking Jerry Springer getting your DNA results back. Who runs? You ran and left your sister there. Brandy Glanville had to have your sister's back. And you wonder why your sisters be looking at you sideways, bitch. Then you would have thought you would have learned from that, because that clearly played a big part of the demise and the difficulties between you and Kim. Y'all were able to get back on track at some point, but it's still never really been the same. And then Kathy comes onto the show and you allow the same bitch and then Erika of all people to attack her character, reputation, everything else, and you just sat by on mute. And like Kathy said, you sat her and said nothing. You did not once sit up here and be like, hold up. This is my sister. You need to watch your tone, watch your mouth. Because if you're my friend, a real friend would respect my sister. You could not like her, but you would not go after her in that way on the strength of me at the end of the damn day. You know what I'm saying? But you don't do that. You sit there on mute and let these hoes say whatever they want to your family member, and you like to play like you the middleman victim. No, bitch, you got to take a stand. You got to take a stand and take a side at this point, bitch. Because at the end of the day, that's my fucking sister. You know what I'm saying? So stop with all that stupid ass shit, acting like you don't know what's going down. These bitches just sat up here on this show and said that your sister said a homophobic slur. And in front of your gay boss. And you sat there and only thing you said was, I didn't hear it. How about, nah, I know my sister. I know she wouldn't say no shit like that. Y'all are taking this shit too far. This is my sister and her reputation, her name. Like, come on now, we not about to do that. Like, you need to ride for your motherfucking family at the end of the day. Unless you have heard her say that word and you can't stick up for her. But let that be known if that's the case. So Kyle needs to stop it with this victim act that she likes to keep on doing. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit up here and act like Kathy ain't got her shit with her too. Because y'all hoes need to be in fucking counseling. Like, for real, for real. Fuck that reality show Mauricio got coming on Netflix about real estate. Nah, y'all need to have a series on Netflix with Iyanla fixing y'all fucking life. Because y'all got some deep-rooted shit going on between the three of y'all. And then as far as Andy is concerned, with that apology that he dished out to Garcelle a few days ago, for me, it's too little too late. Because you as a person, the fact that you didn't recognize in that moment that what you were doing was wrong says a lot about your character and your mindset. Because you didn't think anything that you said and did in that moment was wrong. It took you how many months later for the shit to air? For you to, and people to clown your ass and come for your neck on social media to realize, oh, that was very insensitive. It was very wrong. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, Andy needs to not host any more reunions. Do your Watch What Happens Live gig, executive produce the shows, but you don't need to do the reunions because you're biased. It's blatantly clear that there's favorites. It's blatantly clear that you treat the white girls differently than you do the black. Do I think that Andy is all out racist? No, but do I believe he has racist tendencies in some cases that he probably doesn't even recognize as a white person? Very much. Very much. And he needs to get help for that and address it, because there's a lot of microaggressions going on with these girls of color. And I mean all colors. And it's just not okay. He's been very agitated and snippy at these reunions. He seems like he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't ask the right questions. He doesn't hold anybody accountable. He really needs to take cues from Carlos King at this point, because his reunion style sucks. Bring somebody else in that don't got no ties to these hoes and will tell it like it is and really hold people accountable at the end of the day, because that's what we, the viewers, want at the end of the season, for people to be called out and held accountable for your shit and not being allowed to have fucking amnesia or lie their way out of shit. Stop. Overall, I'm going to give this season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a A. It was a stellar season. Great. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next season. Who's going to stay, who's going to go. We'll be hearing soon who got a pink slip and who got a contract, because they'll be starting filming within the next month or so. So get ready, Freddie. Let's talk down below in the comment section, you guys. Let me know what you thought about the third part of this reunion. I think that Kathy held her own. She did a really good job. Loved what she brought. Hope she comes back next season. If she doesn't, I fully understand. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.